Alrighty, friends. New project. Might have saw this last year. I didn't do anything with it. It was just kind of sitting around. But this was a curbside pickup, roadside pickup. It appears to be an MTD made mower with a Tecumseh engine in it. I don't know if the engine is stuck or not because I haven't got the brake to release because the brake cable seized. So I think what we're going to do, I did check the oil, it was low, but it did have oil. There's no fuel in it. I pulled the air filter off. Carburetor is free. I don't know what the condition is underneath. So without mucking about, let's get on with this and we'll pull the cover off and we'll see. I'm one-handed, no tripod again. What we have to do is release these little bumps here to get the fuel tank off. I'll pull the cover off and continue with the video. So as I always say, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and stand by, and we'll see if we can get this bad boy resurrected back to life. Alright, I got the cover off, and she's not seized. Ouch, 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 pinch your finger. She's not seized. Does it have compression? And then the blade brake is still holding on. I am going to try to actuate the blade brake and get it so that we can see what's going on. I did have the plug out. I remember I oiled this last year, so I did spray some oil in it, but it sat in the snow over the winter. What I'm gonna do, because the cable seized, this is the blade mechanism, okay, and it pulls this forward. So if you can see, sorry the video is so rough, guys, right here, that's releasing the brake. So what I'm going to do is, off camera, I will release the brake and lock it out so that we can function this, because we're going to see if this thing runs. If it runs, then we'll go ahead and fix it all up. If it doesn't, then it's parts. Appears to be a pretty decent mower. I don't know if there's a data plate anywhere on it. I'll have to look. I'll look and see if I can find a number, then we'll figure out what it is from there. But so far, the recoil seems to be okay. There's no rope. The motor's not stuck. And we just, the brake cable for the quick stop, the safety cable, that's the only thing right now that's seized. The air filter's a little bit dirty. I do have all the parts for that. I don't know anything about the carburetor yet, so we'll see how that goes. These carbs are hit and miss on Amazon when you get them. And that breather tube's a little rotten. I don't know what's with these companies. It rotted out on my Ariens too. My Ariens snowblower, these breather tubes. Well, anyway, let's keep going. I'm going to pause this and see if we can get her to spin over free. I got her to spin over. But when I put my finger in the spark plug hole, there don't seem to be much there. So, trying to think. I should probably pull the muffler off and see if we can peek down inside the exhaust valve and see what's going on there, or I can pull the head. But if I pull the head, I'll rip the head gasket. I don't think this appears to be one that you can use over again. It might be. In the old days, you used to be able to use them over again. Let me pull the exhaust. I got this locked out with a pair of vice grips, so I can hand spin it. Totally safe. Let me get the muffler off and we'll see what happens. Exhaust valve going up and down okay. I think I got spark. I can't see it, but I think I can hear it. Tried to run it with the impact. Bad idea. All it does is rattle. I'm afraid of over tightening the flywheel nut. So I'm going to keep going. Stand by. I don't have any other way of running this thing except for the recoil. So I'm going to fix the recoil. Look at that. If it should move, oil it. If it shouldn't move, then don't oil it. So I'm going to put a new rope in there. I got my rope in my handle. You guys have seen me do that in other videos. And then I guess we'll try and put this thing back together. I got no other way of pulling it over. And just see if we can rope start it. Just like, you know, recoil start it, just like it was intended. So I'll stand by. So I threw some gasoline down its throat. I got my 2-stroke mixer for the chainsaw. I got a goldenrod oil can. This thing's good for trickle feeding the carburetor, and she fired right up about third pull. So the next step is determine if we got a carburetor or not. I'll get her back up and put the exhaust back on and check the carburetor, and we'll just keep going from there. But it lit right up, a little bit of smoke, but I mean, I bottle fed it a lot of oil in that cylinder because we had no compression at first, and I believe that was ring stick. And we got compression now. It's pretty good. It's got some good compression pulling it over, so I'm not too worried there. So far I think I've got, what do I got tied up in this thing? Piece of pull rope and a handle, pull handle. So we're probably looking at 10 bucks so far, maybe $8. We'll see if we can get her running decent. If we can, then we'll go ahead and keep going on it. I'm going to check the carburetor, and I know the carburetor for these are about 19 bucks on the Jungle site, so hopefully we'll save 20 bucks. But so far this is looking pretty good. Now, to be honest with you, I only picked it up for parts, and the magneto's good, so that's worth 20 bucks, and the muffler's good, so that's worth 10 bucks. Probably the blade and the blade hub. The wheels aren't clapped. It's got self adjusters. I did steal 2 bolts out of that one there to hold the pull cover in place because it was wobbling all over the place, so I'll need a couple of bolts there. And I think so far that seems to be it. So let me see if I can get this carburetor bowl off, and we'll have a look inside. I got her flipped over to do the carburetor inspection. A little bit of flaky rust. I don't know if it's rotten through anywhere. Still feels pretty tinny. We'll paint that up. Checking the blade. If you reference a point right there and you spin the other end around and you come to the same point, it's not bent. So that's a good thing. It ain't sharp, but it ain't bent. So I just thought I'd throw that in there, how to check the blade quick. It's not balanced, but it's not bent. So we'll keep going and get this bowl off right here. Where am I? Can I see in the shot? Got to get this guy off. So we'll do that next, and then we'll see what that looks like. Wow. I'm kind of happy to see that. It's got a little bit of grunge to her. You can see in the bowl and then the carb, but it's not loaded with wow, it's not all rotted out. Well, maybe, just maybe, this carburetor might work. I'm gonna rinse this shit all out, sorry, this crap all out of the bowl and that carburetor. I'm gonna put her back down and fill her up with gas and see if we can get it to light off the carburetor. That'd be just great. I'm really happy. I just swirled this around. This is just a moist muck. Let's even get it all cleaned out of there. I ain't sure. I don't think it's rod knock. The sound's been changing. The RPM's been changing. Maybe a sticky valve. really loud or like really sharp and metallic. Seems to have quieted down a little bit. About 50% of what it was, so I think I'm just gonna maybe run it. I'm gonna let it get hot, see what happens. Worst case, it's gonna blow up, right? Alright, let's see what happens. Alright. Where am I? Okay. So, here's a rundown. What we know. That hard metallic wrapping noise has seemed to have gone away. I believe it sounds like a normal lawnmower now in my mind. I only got 0-20 oil in there, so it needs better oil. I got the stop cord kind of rigged so it works. It'll start off the primer second pull. So I think what we'll do is we'll give it a real oil change and buy a new control cable for it, sharpen the blade. But yeah, I think we'll have to call this one a win. So a garbage pick that runs okay. I think, oh, it needs an eye bolt for the handle for the pull cord. That's the other thing it needs because the pull cord's in the housing right now. It's got a tiny little metallically sound to it, but I don't know. I got the wheel height adjusters working, and there you go. Bulging up crap. I don't know, salt and salt. And it does not shut off. Yeah, we're gonna have to say that cable's pooped. There you go. Yep, needs a control cable. So there you go, boys and girls. Garbage pick, roadside, curbside pick, whatever you want to call it. Tecumseh. I don't know what size motor that is. I'll get the number off of it and we'll see about ordering a control cable for it, because I think it's a win. I think Jake will be happy with that. It's another more for his group. We need a couple of screws to put back in the other one. So now he's got the rider, the 3.5 that was also a garbage pick, and he's got that one there, and I'll figure out what that one is and we'll let you know later on. As far as the trailer goes, I was working on that a bit today. I did clean it up a little bit. I got the boxes for the tail lights painted. That's going good, so that'll be in the other video. Anyway, thanks for this first lawnmower video of the season. We'll get to sharpening the holy man, I'm out of breath. Whew. Yeah, we'll get to sharpening the blades and I'll do a video on that. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell. Sorry, this was a really choppy video, but I'm not in a good place right now, and I wanted to make you guys a video to maybe make myself feel better and maybe make you guys feel better. So again, apologies if you don't like it. I'm sorry. If you do like it, I thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. See you soon. God bless and take care.